Good afternoon, bro. Step number one, take your phone and throw it away. Make this a one-on-one conversation where you maintain eye contact. My name is Stefan Latish, and I help men improve their lives. Let's begin. I want you guys to think about the last time where you tried really hard on like some personal goal that you had. Maybe it was some like fitness goal, some business goal, money goal, social goal, doesn't matter. Think about the last time that you actually really tried on something. How did you feel after? Answer it honestly. How did you feel after? I can guarantee you, 100% sure, you felt amazing. After like whatever amount of progress you did, maybe you actually hit that goal, but maybe you just made some amount of progress on that goal. I guaranteed after you stopped finishing, you felt so great. You thought to yourself, wow, I actually did work really fucking well today. I put in the effort. I put in the fucking effort, the work, in order to achieve the goal that I have fucking taped on my wall. Then I want you to imagine another scenario. Imagine a time when you didn't work on your goals. Instead, you were just having fun. What's fun? What's fun to you? Ask yourself that. What's fun to you? If your like immediate answer was,
Oh, porn, video games, social media, Netflix.
you're just lying to yourself. If you're watching this type of video, then I guarantee you, you know better. You know better that these things aren't good for you. These things that you consider fun is just easy dopamine, short form, fucking easy to indulge in instant gratification activities, stuff that, doesn't help you. Your mindset is completely false. You think that this stuff actually makes you feel good, when in reality, the things that actually make you feel good are the things that I mentioned earlier, working hard on the goal that you set for yourself on your wall. You think just because you felt this like little amount of like pleasure from these easy dopamine activities, porn, video games, social media, movies, you think that just because you got this easy amount, like this little tiny amount of pleasure from it, that it should be considered a good activity. Let me put it to you this way. You probably heard what dopamine is, right? Dopamine is like the feel-good drug. Dopamine is an endorphin. It's kind of like a chemical inside of our body, if I'm not mistaken. It's either a chemical or just like a substance inside of our body. Endorphins make us feel good. Dopamine is an endorphin. But dopamine is like the main one that we talk about in this like self-improvement bro science community that we're in, right? So dopamine is the feel-good drug inside of us. Whenever we do something that quote-unquote makes us feel good, we're happy. We're in this like really happy mindset. However, there's two types. There's easy dopamine and there's hard dopamine. Hard dopamine is the one that we talked about earlier, the one that requires like hard fucking work. The one that requires you working on your goals, you working like hours and hours a day, maybe doing some like big fitness challenge in order for you to become bigger. And then easy dopamine is just like easy to indulge in instant gratification. Instant gratification goes along with easy dopamine. Delayed gratification goes along with hard dopamine or just regular dopamine. So stuff like porn and video games, these things are easy to indulge in. They give you gratification like that instantly. They give you dopamine instantly. That's how it works. Instant gratification goes along with easy dopamine. Now that you know this, let me put it to you this way. Let's say your threshold for dopamine, like your baseline, is 0. You're right here. After you do some easy dopamine activities, you go up to 1. 1 point in the dopamine scale because, oh yeah, you feel really good. But since you know better, you go down to -1 after that feel good feeling is over. So you start from 0, 1, -1. And then if you keep doing that, you go from -1, 0, -2, -2, -1, -3. And you keep going in this cycle of just down, down, down. Or up, down, up, down, up, down. On the other hand, you do hard stuff. You do delayed gratification activities, like normal dopamine activities. Stuff that normal fucking people should do. I'll use working out because it's a big example. It's like the easiest example to come up with in our self-improvement bro science community, right? So let's say you start at 0 again. Maybe you go down to -1 because like it really fucking hurts to like push on that last rep. Like your muscles like literally hurt. So you go down. But then after that, like that final set is over, holy shit, you go up to 2. Or you go up to 1. That's how it works. You go from 0, -1, 1. 1, 0, 2. 2, 1, 3. That's how it goes. Instead of up, down, up, down. You go down, up, down, up. That's how delayed gratification works. That's how instant gratification works. That's how easy dopamine works. You want to be able to do these hard things in order to feel good. Because I can guarantee you 100% that the moment that you do these hard things is the moment that you start to feel good. Compare your two experiences of watching porn and like jacking off, having that quick little burst of stimulation, and working out. How did you feel after the porn? How did you feel after working out? Good, bad? You felt like shit after watching porn. You felt really great after working out. That's how it works. Hard work equals feel good. Not hard work, easy work equals not a feeling of accomplishment, feeling bad, feeling lazy. I remember for the longest time, like for a lot of the years in my life, right now I'm 18 years old, I'm about to turn 19 in about half a year, but for most of my life, I was really like unconfident. Of course, we all have those stories of when like we were really young, when we were 7, and my parents kept telling us, oh yeah, you were really outgoing, but now it's like, oh yeah, we're 16, 17, 15, around there, and suddenly it's like we're in this weird stage of being unhappy, depressed, and like not social. Suddenly our extroverted 5-year-old selves became introverted 15, 16, 17-year-old selves. I remember last year, so I was 17 at the time, it was about September 2023, I began to like realize like this is kind of turning into my downfall. So what I did is I signed up for a gym, like a Muay Thai gym, right? I signed up for it. I started going, maybe 1, 2, 3 times a week. But then I discovered, oh wait, hold on. They have like a weights gym there, like dumbbells and shit like that. At that point, I already went to another gym, but I was like kind of inconsistent in it. It's like, oh yeah, I went to the point, I got like a cute little physique, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm so good and good progress. But I wasn't really consistent in it. But then once I started this Muay Thai, I realized, oh yes, hold on, they have a weights gym here. I canceled my own other gym membership. And about like 3 months later, in about January, I started to like, I locked in. As like everybody says now, I was absolutely dialed. Like basically all that I cared about then was my fitness. And my marks kind of came with it. It's like I was so focused on fitness that of course I kind of neglected my marks, but because I was so locked in, it's just all I wanted to do was just focus, fucking work. So what I did is like starting January, February, around like that area, early 2024, I started going to the Muay Thai gym 5 times a week, 3 hours every day. So that's a good 15 hours a week, and I got like from the decent to okay, like low, okay physique, pretty skinny, to being like pretty good looking now. And I haven't done Muay Thai in a couple months, but I'm still so fucking grateful that I did. For about, what is it, like January, February, March, April, May, and then like half of June, that's a good like 5.5 months right there of just like 15 hours every week. I did 1.5 hours of training Muay Thai, so like jabbing, just fighting, and then another an hour and a half of lifting weights with like my friend. He went to that gym as well, and we did the exact same thing. And sometimes he wouldn't go, so like I always did more than him, but on the days that he did come, I would work out with him. And so in that period of my life, I was so happy. Like, it's so unexplainable how happy I was. You can't even compare it to the likes of video games. You can't compare the high that you get from working out fucking 15 hours a week to the high that you get from fucking bullshit dopamine sources like video games and porn. You can't. The feeling that you get when you work out so much, the feeling that you get when you like work so much on this hard goal is so amazing. That's real dopamine. And at that point, like May and like mid-June, I was peak. Like that was like peak happiness level for me. I've started to really get back into the gym. I've started to make a lot of progress now because for the summer, so like about 3 months ago in July, August, I didn't go to the gym at all. Big fucking mistake at my part. I was undisciplined, and now I've started to come back into it. I'm in university now, and it's been what, September, October, and mid-November, so about 2.5 months. I've been going like every single day, fucking all out training, and like the results speak for themselves. I've gotten a lot bigger. I'm not complaining at all. I'm coming back into the happiness. This is happiness. This is how you improve your mental health. You do hard work. You can't compare fucking hard work to bullshit like video games. You can't compare it to bullshit like porn and fucking movies. You can't compare that. The rush, the high, it feels so amazing. Different types of workout can impact our mental health pretty differently and like teach us different things about discipline. So stuff like Muay Thai, it teaches you a lot about discipline and focus. But if you work out like lifting weights and you maybe do it with somebody else, that can teach you a lot of different things, maybe about like brotherhood, especially like if you work out with somebody else, and like you can communicate better. That's how you improve your mental health. Just start focusing on these things, and naturally you'll become more happy. You'll start to make more progress. You'll start to make more gains. You'll start to be more social because you're asking different people for techniques. You're asking different people for tips, how to improve yourself. And maybe you go with somebody else. Oh, you talk more. Suddenly it's like you're way more social. You have this wingman. Maybe you can approach someone in the gym. Wow, there you go. You're happy. That's what happened to me. I started working so hard to the point where this became my life. Working is life. Working is happiness. Not working brings depression, sadness, makes you sad. It makes you sad to everybody else too. It's like, imagine yourself as a girl. Who are you going to be more attracted to? The guy that focuses on his goal, the one that focuses on like changing the world, changing himself, changing everybody around him for the better, or the person who sits inside, plays video games, eats junk food, jerks off twice a day, is a freaking cretin? Who's more attractive? One's successful, one isn't. One's happy, one's depressed. One's happy, like excited to be around. Like one's really energetic, really fun to be around. The other one's just like depressing. It's just like, why the fuck am I around this guy? Who would you rather be around if you were a girl? Who would you rather be around if you were yourself? Like genuinely, who would you rather be around? I think if you answer that question, it can tell you a lot about what you need to do. I want you to take everything that I said in this video very seriously, as if you take all of the things that I said into practice, then it can help you a lot. Thank you for watching this video. You bumped up my viewer retention rate, and if you actually did learn something from this video, then that's massive. You just took the first step into becoming a better person. Now, if you will, like, please subscribe and turn on notifications, all of that, because it does help out my channel a lot, and because it tells you when I upload more videos like this, if you like this type of content. Take care.